Hello and welcome to Crossings. Today we are building the school in Happy Home Paradise. I just unlocked this part, so I thought I would share it with you. And I'm going to go into the speed build now. Of course, right now we are starting at the outside. And on my main island, my theme is going to be an elegant city that's also going to have a lot of pink, a lot of blues, and it's going to have some fairycore touch to it. So I wanted the facilities in Happy Home Paradise to also be very pink, very cute, very fairycore, but also can have kind of an elegant and fancy touch to it. So they are similar to my island, and we have the same theme in here. I'm going to start with the inside, and I thought I would give a little story, something to make it more interesting for me while building. I want it to be a place where two teachers have to share classroom. I wanted to do one side that was for things that are more like literature, art, more humanities, and I wanted to have the other half of the classroom before sciences, and I wanted it to be a lab. So right now I'm just placing a lot of furniture because I wanted to see what would fit and how would I be able to make it all fit, because I wanted to have a lot of items in here, but I also wanted to be usable. I wanted to be able to walk in between the spaces. I wanted to be able to access both parts of the classroom. So you're seeing now that I'm adding a lot of stuff because I'm just wondering if it's going to fit. And I think I made a good job making everything fit together. So I am adding the science stuff, and I'm going to add things to the walls, and I'm looking at the wallpaper. I wanted it to be pink, and I'm trying different flooring with it, but I think at the end I wanted to go with that wooden flooring that would have the pinks and the blues in it, so everything would be cohesive and everything would fit together. And I also wanted to use a lot of white and a lot of light brown furniture. And right now I haven't unlocked the part where you get to use your DIYs. So unfortunately, I'm not able to do it as fairycore as I would like to. I'm not able to add the star furniture or anything that I normally use on my island, like the mushroom set and the Celeste DIYs. So I'm just trying to play here in how I'm going to divide the classroom, because I haven't unlocked the the walls yet, so I'm not able to use the walls per se, the partition walls. So I'm just trying to see what I'm able to do with what I have now. I wanted to use these sculptures somewhere in the classroom, so you'll see me grabbing them and trying to fit as many as possible, because again I wanted them to be usable, and they're not usable if I'm not able to walk through if I'm not able to walk in those spaces. So I wanted to see how many I'd be able to fit. I was able to fit 4 of them, and I'm going to be decorating them with books and notebooks and the cartoony set, and I'm sorry, the essay set. Yeah, I think it's that one. They are very similar, but I decided to use the essay set because I decided to make this for writing and literature, this half. So I'm just trying to make it feel kind of quiet with the old books, and I wanted to add a projection screen in the middle of both so that both teachers could share it. My story here was that Happy Home Paradise is new. Okay, we are in the new resort that Lori just opened. So I wanted to make it like we had budget cuts. So we have two teachers sharing one classroom because, of course, we have like 10 inhabitants, I think. So, of course, we're not able to spill luxury in here. We just have to make do with what we have. And poor Lottie was struggling to to feed both teachers she has in here. So I wanted to be like, oh, they can share a room. I wanted to give solutions to Lottie. So now I am just dividing the room because again I haven't unlocked partition walls. So I'm just trying to see what I can do. I'm trying to use the lockers and I'm trying to do it more old school Animal Crossing before we had the 2.0 and before we had all the amazing stuff like the partition walls and the castle walls and the medieval building site and everything we can use now instead of the simple panels. But I also didn't want to use simple panels in here. I don't think I even unlocked them. So right now I'm just adding all this stuff to finish the writing side and I'm moving on to the science part. I wanted to have a trophy case in there just to prove that the school has won some awards. I'm sorry, has won some awards. And now I am just adding some tables to make it all fit together and come together to do the storyline. I wanted this to be a good school, even if they have had budget cuts. That isn't stopping them. They are winning trophies, they are winning awards, the teachers are doing their job, and I wanted to feel like a nice school, even though we have the budget cuts that I wanted to portray in here, and that's why I'm adding the trophy case right there. I'm also adding some chairs, again continuing the pink to have a here for the science students, and I wanted as much as possible of the furniture to be pink or either or light wood or white. That was my main color scheme. I also wanted to use a little bit of blue here, as you can see, with the books and with the globe that I'm going to be adding and all of that. But I was trying to use also the patterns that Sable, is it Sable, the one that gives you the patterns? I'm sorry, I never go to the Able Sisters. Well, were the one that the Able Sisters gives to you? Yeah, I think it's Sable. Yeah, definitely it's Sable. The patterns that Sable gives to you, I wanted to use them and I wanted to have the chairs with my favorite pattern, that pink polka dot. So right now I'm just trying to make those darker shades work because the trophy case and the podium only come in dark color, so I was trying to make it work like they were supposed to be there. And I'm also giving the students some toys. I wanted to make the space feel lived in, like it's not abandoned, like it's being used every day. So I wanted to put some toys on the floor, like the teddy bears, and I also gave them a hamster, which I know it's pretty weird. I've honestly always find that hamster cage kind of weird because we also have hamsters as villagers. So I don't really know what's the implication here. Like, are some animals more worthy than others in this universe? Why is that hamster tiny while the other sentient hamsters that act as villagers is bigger? I don't know, it's always confused me. That's why I almost never use it, because every time I do, I just start thinking about what it means, and I start thinking, what's the difference between, I don't know, let's say Apple or Hamlet, who are also hamsters versus the hamster on the cage. Honestly, I don't get it. And it kind of creeps me out. But I thought it would look cute in here, like the students could have a pet, which is also weird because again, they're all animals, so I don't know what it means to that these animals would have pets. But right now I'm just adding the things in the wall, and I wanted it to be very packed. I wanted to have lots of pictures. The writing and literature side was a little bit harder to to figure out when it comes to the pictures, because I feel like we have lots of posters that are for science, like we have the constellations, we have the numbers, and for the literature and writing side we have what the ABCs and some postcards, and I feel like that's it. So I had to get thinking a little bit, and I had to use things that I wouldn't use in a school, like the fancy frames, but I think it's kind of cute. I also use the cherry lights, which I also think are very cute, and they add a little bit more the aesthetic of the pink and fairycore that I was going for. And also, I love this milk glass lamp. I've been obsessed with it lately. I can't stop using it in every single build that I do in Happy Home Paradise. I always have to use it. I'm obsessed with it. It's just so cute, and I love all the colors it comes from. And right now, I think I'm finished with the interior. So I was just thinking about who to have as teacher, and at the end I decided I would go with Tank, because I feel like Tank is a very underrated villager. I had him on my island and I absolutely love him. He was one of my favorites. And then I had to let him go because he wasn't really fitting with my new team, which was the elegant fairycore city. And so I and I was time traveling a lot. I was using amigos to bring some villagers to my island, and I kicked him out, and I was honestly very sad. I was almost crying when I kicked him out. It sounds very dramatic, but I was almost crying for him. So when I opened the TLC, I saw him, and of course I had to make a house for him because I was just so happy to see him, and I decided that he would be the perfect teacher, even if he's a jock, which I don't know if he will make a great teacher considering his personality, but at least for this island he is fine. And also I was just naming the island, and I spent I'm sorry, I was naming the school, and I spent a lot of time trying to remember how to spell my island name. My island name is Cassville because my dog's name is Cass, and I was trying to figure out how to name my island when I first started the game like a year ago, and I couldn't come up with a name. So I just used Cassville, and I spelled it wrong. I will have to go and fix it. But anyway, here is the presentation of Cassville Academy. I think it came out very cute. And see, I told you there's Apple there, who is a hamster, besides the hamster cage. So it's kind of creepy, kind of weird. But anyway, I really like how this school came up. Even if I didn't have lots and lots of pink furniture, and I didn't have this the Celeste DIYs or the mushroom items, I think it came up pretty good. I I really like it. And right now I'm talking to Lottie, and honestly I think this is pretty good, and I'm just going to take some pictures and I'll be back with you. And I'm not gonna lie, taking the picture was kind of difficult because I wanted to have the angle just at the right place, but I think it came out fine. And I'm going to take the picture of the outside now. I've seen this before when I was watching some Happy Home Paradise Let's Plays, and I love the little jump Nico does in when you take the pictures to celebrate the academy. So I'm going to include the footage here because I just think Nico is amazing and I would die for Nico. I would take 1,000 bullets for Nico. So I just want you to see how cute he is and how beautiful he looks when he takes pictures. Look at him, look at his jump. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I had a really fun time recording this and also and showing you the school. I think I'm going to keep putting some Happy Home Paradise videos in here because I want to share all of the facilities with you. But I hope you had a great time. You can tune in next week for some more Happy Home Paradise or Animal Crossing videos. And if you like the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. You would really help me out a lot. And I'll see you next week. And I'll leave you right now while Lottie is paying me my 25,000 Pockies. And thank you so much for watching. See you in the next time. Bye.